And subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Some wonderful people, we have a look at topic we really want to talk about this morning as regards to Raymond Reifer, and with CWI, where Raymond make it clear to CWI that he's not gonna sit down and take any charge laid against him after the Super 50 Cup. Viewers, if we can jog our memory back to a couple of months or 1 month ago or a couple of weeks ago, where I report to you guys that John Campbell and Raymond Reifer have been charged for or matter of fact, CWI was out to discipline them, after they failed to take the field at the Super 50 Cup. I already did a video where I feel you in and the John Campbell situation where the Jamaica fraternity refused to really stand behind him, and back the CWI and their disciplinary action after banning John Campbell for 4 ODI matches. You understand, my people? So and were wondering what is happening to the Barbadian captain Raymond Reifer, who was also, should I say, they say at fault, but if you guys can know, the rain was falling heavily in the Caribbean at that point, right, my people, and the field was wet, extremely wet. You understand? And the match took a couple of hours to play, guys, and then, the captains or whosoever were in charge, give the order that they will not take the field because they don't want their players to be injured or something like that, guys, because that's the reason I could come up with the reason why they didn't take the pitch, because, the match should start 2 and wait till 7, the match is starting, and, the pitch rain falling heavily, so they decided that they're not going to take the pitch. Well, CWI wasn't taking that lightly, and CWI refused to see reasoning, and they never set an extra day for the match to continue, right? So, Raymond Reifer and John Campbell were charged for breaching CWI code, CWI law, I think, and both of them we saw when the president Donovan, the Jamaica Cricket Association president, saying that he support the Cricket West Indies come to that verdict, while the Barbadian Cricket Board saying that they will back their player. You understand, my people, they will fight CWI, and that's what's happening, because right now I'm seeing a little article floating around and the Sports Max media where they're saying that Raymond Reifer as liar up, against CWI, is fighting against CWI, my people. He's not gonna take any charge lying down, my people, after what happened in the Super 50 Cup final. You understand? I'm gonna call the article to you guys so you guys can have a better understanding of what I'm really talking about. But my people, Raymond Reifer's not taking anything. Nobody not gonna charge him and let him out, So let's hear what Reifer had to say, my people, right? Alright, so Reifer attorneys challenge CWI charges, slam treatment of Barbados skipper. My wonderful people, the attorneys at law representing Barbados Pride captain Raymond Reifer have written to Cricket West Indies CWI urging them to withdraw the charges against him on the grounds that he cannot now get a fair and impartial hearing. My people, in a letter addressed to CWI Acting Chief Executive Officer Linford Invery, dated December 6, 2024, Attorney Philip Nichols, who is association with King's Counsel Sir Peterson, is acting on behalf of Raymond Reifer and the Barbados Cricket Association, raises serious concerns regarding the manner in which Reifer has been treated by Cricket West Indies. Alright, my people, Reifer, along with Jamaica Scorpion captain John Campbell, were handed 11-3 charges for their roles in last month's CG United Super 50 final, right? That was forfeited after they failed to be present for the toss. In a statement released by Cricket West Indies on Friday, it was announced that Campbell had been given a reduced 4-match suspension after accepting the charges. Right? I mentioned to you earlier that John Campbell comes to it because he's never having a backing, so you have to take it. Alright? At the time, CWI Director of Cricket Miles Bashkobi said Reifer had not yet responded to the charges. He said if Reifer did not respond, the matter would be dealt with by the disciplinary committee. Right? In your release, you again not to not so much as imply but state outright that Mr. Reifer has not responded to the charge leveled against him, which was the same charge to which Campbell has been sanctioned for. This is not correct, Nichols, the lawyer, maintained. In fact, given the additional comments attributed to your director of cricket and the matter, a reasonable reader of your press release, which appeared shortly after release on social media, including Facebook and the number one cricket site in the internet or on the internet, ESPN Cricket Info, would concluded that as soon as you can get your hands on Mr. Reifer, a same or worse fate would befall him. So the man making sure said CWI put out their threat that they're off, put out their threat that they're ready to punish Reifer and John Campbell, and because they never respond. So this is just getting warm up, my people. This is just getting warm up, my people. If it's the first time on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe. But let's continue, right? All right. Additionally, Nichols argued that CWI only gave Reifer 12 hours to respond to a charge that was laid on November 24th at around 11 hours, which only came to his attention on his return from Trinidad that morning, and he was leaving the island the next day. He said in so doing, CWI denied Reifer the opportunity to consult with the Barbados Cricket Association or seek legal advice prior to a response within time demand. My God, my God. Let's continue, my people. I'm just quoting the article to you, guys. Let me hear some more minute. Nichols further took issue with the fact that while the charge against Reifer and Campbell had a recommended penalty of a ban for 7 matches, the final sanction imposed on Campbell was as a result of plea agreement negotiated between CWI and West Indies Association. WIPA, because they respond for John Campbell, he signed with WIPA, so My client are naturally disappointed that you not only have seen fit to impose sanction on Mr. Campbell, but especially to announce it publicly, knowing full well that Mr. Reifer is contesting the verdict of the charge. So I make it clear, so CWI make punish John Campbell and public people, that mean they're forcing Raymond Reifer to answer, or else he's going to get a worse charge, but they're not taking it sitting down. What is worse is that the comments of Mr. Bashkobi would now make that reasonable person conclude that Mr. Reifer awaits at least the same fate, but in all probability, a lengthier ban, despite the fact that in the charge he is advised that he is entitled to a hearing if he disputes the charge, Nichols stated in the letter, right? In light of this clear prejudice against a fair and impartial hearing for my client, may I once again reiterate my call for the charge against Mr. Reifer to be withdrawn for the grounds outlined in my letter to you on December 3rd, 2023. I am sure that your attorneys will advise that even if there was no response, the only 2 options presented to Mr. Reifer of guilty or not, the correct and sensible act would be to summon him to a hearing. And note that he has pleaded not guilty, he further added. So I give West Indies, tell them, say, withdrawn that, or else they're going to take legal action. My wonderful people, leave your honest thoughts down below. Bless up on yourself.